Being lazy has costed me money. Being lazy is a mindset that has worked against me when I'm trying to make sober financial decisions. Hi awesome people, I'm Zannie and this is Zannie Made It. This show is all about simple ideas on planning, saving and budgeting. And today I have another exciting video to get to know if you're broke or if you're poor. But before we get to that, if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're looking into getting simple ideas on planning and saving, I hope you subscribe to my channel, click on the notification bell, and it will notify you each time I upload. Karibu sana. Do you ever seem to have no money at the end of each month? And you ask yourself why? Is it because you're poor or is it because you're broke? So I looked up the word poor, and poor basically means not having sufficient money to provide for your basic needs like food, shelter, clothing, health. And on the other hand, broke means completely running out of money. They both involve lack of money. And for me, I basically believe that being poor is a mindset and being broke is a temporary condition that can be solved. So in retrospect, I've come up with the things that made me broke in the first place. So stay tuned, keep watching, and support me by liking this video, subscribing, and commenting down below. The number one mistake I've always done is spending on my future income. This basically means I'm expecting some money at the end of the month, or I'm expecting some money in a week's time. So I take a loan in the belief that I'm going to pay when I get that money. But always what happens in the middle is that I forget that there are some other expenses that need to be taken care of. So by the time the money comes, it clears the loan, of course. Then it means I have to take another loan to take care of the other expenses that I'd overlooked. And then it means now I'll keep working, I'll be in a cycle of loans. So what I've come to learn is that if I need something so bad, I will most definitely save for it. If I need it that badly, I'll give myself a time frame and then I'm going to work on it. The second mistake that I've always made is being a brand slave. Why do people buy brands? Half the time is because the people around you, your family, your relatives, your colleagues, prefer the brand. Never make it an automatic default, because there's research that has gone into the products. There's the development costs that have gone into the products. There's the advertising fees that have gone into the products for promotions. And this in turn makes the product very expensive compared to the other products in the market. So unless the product makes a difference that can be seen, and a difference that you can feel, and a difference that no other product has, that's the only time I have decided to buy a brand product. The third mistake that I've always done, and I'll be very honest, is being lazy. Being lazy has costed me money. Being lazy is a mindset that has worked against me when I'm trying to make sober financial decisions. Being lazy comes with time wasting. Being lazy comes with procrastination. You're supposed to start a side hustle. Oh, I don't have enough capital. Oh, I don't have this. Oh, I'll start tomorrow. Oh, I'm looking forward to next week. You're wasting time, and time is money. Being lazy comes with excuses and shortcuts that in the end are very expensive. So, the decision I've come up with is I'll wake up and go for what I want. I'm not second guessing myself anymore. The number 4 mistake is buying cheap. especially on electronics. Don't always go for the cheapest version of whatever it is you want to buy. Cheap sometimes tends to be very expensive. Go for a good quality product that the price is not overrated, and with good quality, you are guaranteed of good quality services. The fifth mistake that I'm guilty of is being penny wise and pound foolish. This means that I'm looking so much into the small costs that I'm saving, but overlooking the huge costs that are incurred as a result of what I'm doing. For example, there are a lot of supermarkets, different kinds of supermarkets. And you might find in a weekend, they've given different sales. So you want to drive along all the supermarkets to buy the items on sale. At the end of the day, you are spending money on fuel. You are spending money on parking fee, because there are supermarkets that you go to that you have to pay parking fee. And where there are no parking fee, maybe there's the guys that stand in the parking lots that need to be paid. At the end of the day, you have incurred a lot of costs trying to save on the small amounts. The sixth mistake that I've done, but now I'm rectifying, is to buy things as I need them. For example, today there's no sugar, I go buy a kg or two. Tomorrow there's no milk, I go and buy. These short trips to the grocery and to the supermarkets are usually time wasting and are very costly. So in return, I've decided to be buying things in bulk. When you buy things in bulk, number one, you save time. There are few trips to the groceries or to the supermarket. And number two, it's way cheaper to buy things in bulk as opposed to buying them one piece at a time. The seventh mistake that I've always done is not have an emergency fund. Remember, I'm not poor. I'm just broke. So I've decided I will scrimp, I will cut back, I will save until I have an emergency fund set aside that can even take me up to 3 months. This money is usually never out of reach. So if I do the small fixes daily, monthly, weekly, in no time, I'll have my emergency fund. The eighth mistake that I've always done is not have another stream of income. Even the Bible supports this. If you're a Christian and you believe in the Bible, in Ecclesiastes chapter 11 verse 2, it says in quotes, have 7 streams of income. Yes, have even 8, for you don't know the calamity or disaster that will fall upon the land. End of quote. Invest, invest and invest. By having another source of income, saving alone will never make you a millionaire or a billionaire. Invest that money. Invest in ventures and expect tough times. Some ventures might fail, but go prepared. And one day, one time, you will make it. The 9th mistake I've always done as a Christian and as a believer is not paying my 10% tithe. A tithe is the gratitude we show towards God by giving a portion of what we have received. Everyone should pay 10% of their tithe, whether you are in business or whether you are on salary. It is a secret to success. In Malachi chapter 3 verse 10, it says, and I say it in quotes, bring ye the tithes to the storehouse of the Lord, and prove me as the Lord of hosts, if I will not open the windows and the gates of heaven and pour out a blessing, that there shall be no place to receive it. I can't add to that. I can't take from that. Pay your tithes if you're a Christian and you believe in the Word of God. Just pay your tithes. It's a secret to success. Those are some of the mistakes that I made that have caused me to be broke. But remember, when I started, I said being broke is a temporary condition that can be fixed. How do we fix it? Let's start doing our budgeting. Let's start cutting out on lavish expenses. Let's start saving. And I'll still repeat, saving will never make us millionaires or millionaires. Once you have saved, invest in that money. Invest in other sources of income. That is all I had for you today. I'll leave you with this quote from Benjamin Franklin. And if this video has impacted you positively, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. If you haven't subscribed, kindly do so. And thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you for watching and stay blessed.